Before using a spell, I would suggest building up Jaheira's arcane acuity by using hand crossbows or her melee weapon. Build up her arcane acuity until you are confident enough to use your powerful spells like Hold Person. Hello guys, Genuine here, Genuine Gaming, and here is my Jaheira companion build for Baldur's Gate 3. This is not an overpowered build, but a thematic and lore-friendly one. I call this build the Night Druid. Even though it is only a thematic and lore-friendly build, you can play this build on Tactician difficulty. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. Jaheira is one of those companions that has been present since Baldur's Gate 1. She is introduced to the player in Act 2 as an NPC, but if players make the right choices, she can eventually become camp follower and a party member. She can be at your party around levels 9 to 10. Jaheira is a member of the Harpers. Harpers is an organization that fights for balance in Faerun. She is an opinionated woman, charismatic, and insightful. She has a sharp tongue, and her wit can be depreciating to those for whom it is meant. In the past Baldur's Gate game, which is also based on the earlier version of Dungeons & Dragons, she is a fighter druid multiclass. And so, I'm going to make this build just about that, a fighter druid multiclass, and call this build the Night Druid. Gear and equipment. Jaheira, the Night Druid, is primarily a support class that can hold on its own when things come to close combat. She is not deadly in close combat, however, she can deal decent enough damage and take a good amount of damage. She will be wearing a heavy armor, as these kinds of armor can reduce enemy attacks. As for other equipment, Helmet of Arcane Acuity is very useful for Jaheira, as this would increase her spell attack rolls and spell save DC. This would make her spells very powerful, especially the Hold Person spell and other spells that would use spell save DC. So that it would be quick to increase her arcane acuity, Jaheira is going to wield 2 hand crossbows. And for her melee weapon, let her wield weapons with a melee caster description like the Infernal Blade. This is a gift from Mizora after Will saves her in the Mind Flayer colony. You need to pass a persuasion check to get this weapon. There is also Jaheira Sylvan's Scimitar. She is going to be dual wielding a flame blade and another weapon for this build. She is also going to use Khalid's gift, which will give her +1 to wisdom. Khalid's gift can be found in Jaheira's basement. I built Jaheira with a combination of the fighter and druid. This is on Tactician difficulty, and you're only going to respect Jaheira once with withers. This made this build good for role-playing. Build. For her first character level, Jaheira is going for the fighter class. This would benefit Jaheira a lot. She gains a proficiency in all types of armor, as she is proficient with Constitution saving throws. Having Jaheira proficient with Constitution saving throws would make it difficult for Jaheira to lose concentration on a spell. As a level 1 fighter, Jaheira gains Second Wind. By using a bonus action, Second Wind restores Jaheira's health by 1d10 plus fighter level. For her fighting style, choose defense. This would give her a +1 bonus to AC while wearing armor. For her ability points, make Jaheira's Wisdom 17, Dexterity 16, Constitution 14, and Strength 10. For her skills, choose any among the Wisdom-based skills depending on your party's needs. At level 2, Jaheira gains Action Surge. Action Surge gives her an extra action for free. It resets after a short rest. At level 3, Jaheira is going to pick Eldritch Knight for subclass. Since I am building Jaheira primarily as a support character, I am going to need the spell slot the Eldritch Knight provides. I am going to build her up to level 6 Eldritch Knight. This would give her 2 spellcaster level before going to the Druid class. As an Eldritch Knight, she learns 2 spells from the Eldritch Knight. Jaheira is going to choose Magic Missile and Shield, and choose Expeditious Retreat for her expanded spell. For her cantrips, choose Light and Friends. She also gets 2 level 1 spell slots. In case you choose other spells that I suggested, be aware that Eldritch Knight uses Intelligence for her spellcasting ability. Since Jaheira's ability is very low, I suggest not to choose spells that use spell attack roll and spell save DC. Choose spells like Shield and Magic Missile that do not spellcasting modifier. At level 4, Jaheira is going to choose Heavy Armor Master for her feat. she's going to choose protection from evil and good for her learned spell. She now has 3 level 1 spell slots. At level 5, Jaheira gains an extra attack ability. Then she replaces protection from good and evil with enhanced leap. At level 6, Jaheira gets an additional feat from the fighter class. For her feat, she is going to get the dual wielder feat. With this feat, we now use Infernal Blade and Flame Blade at the same time. At character level 7, Jaheira is now going for the Druid class. For her cantrip, choose Guidance and Produce Flame. She now has 4 level 1 spell slots and 2 level 2 spell slots. At character level 8, she gains the ability to Wild Shape. She has 2 charges for this ability. She can change into a badger, a cat, a spider, or a wolf. For her subclass, she's going to choose the Circle of the Land. She's going to get resistance for her cantrip. She also has a natural recovery charge. She can use this ability to replenish expended spell slots. It can only be used outside of combat. It resets after a long rest. She now has 3 level 2 spell slots. At character level 9, you're going to choose a land type. For her land type, choose Coast to learn Mirror Image and Misty Step spell. She can now cast level 2 Druid spells. She gains 2 level 3 spell slots. At character level 10, as a level 4 Druid, Jaheira gets to choose a feat. For her feat, Jaheira increases her wisdom to 19. With Khalid's gift, her wisdom is now 20. Jaheira also learns Wild Shape, Deep Rothe. Jaheira now has 3 level 3 spell slots. At character level 11, Jaheira can now cast level 3 Druid spells. She also gains Wild Strike. Wild Strike enables her Wild Shape to make an additional attack after a normal attack. As a Circle of the Land Druid, she gets to choose a land type. For the land type, choose Grassland for a free Daylight and Haste spell. She now gains 1 level 4 spell slot. At character level 12, Jaheira is now a level 6 Druid. She now has Wild Shape, Panther, and Wild Shape, Owlbear. As a Circle of the Land Druid, she gains the ability called Land Stride, Difficult Terrain. Difficult Terrain no longer slows down Jaheira. She now has 2 level 4 spell slots. Gameplay. Before using a spell, I would suggest building up Jaheira's arcane equity by using hand crossbows or her melee weapon. Build up her arcane equity until you're confident enough to use her powerful spells like Hold Person. Since Jaheira has proficiency in Constitution saving throws, it will be difficult to break her concentration. If necessary, Jaheira can also engage in melee combat, as she can deal a good amount of damage with her Flame Blade and take a decent amount of damage with her heavy armor. One thing to note, Flame Blade uses spell attack roll, meaning Flame Blade uses Jaheira's spellcasting modifier, which is Wisdom plus the remaining turn of Arcane Equity. That would mean an easy roll to hit an enemy. So that's my Jaheira, the Night Druid build. Hope you find that video helpful, and see me in the next video. Ciao!